Welcome, and so still with the same problem wherein we're going to find the resultant of a force or a force system given with its magnitude and direction. But this time, what we're going to do is to solve this type of problem just by using the shortcut method we can do in our calculators. So this trick or method is very useful, especially if you have a calculators just like 991 ES plus that exactly um looks like this. So basically you just have to turn your calculators into complex mode. So we'll try on my calculator. Just have to turn your calculator into complex mode, and after that you go back to the problem, and to solve for the resultant, just basically have to add, but the angle and magnitude, the magnitude you will use is the magnitude given, but the angle you will use is no longer the angle that's given. And what does it mean? The angle now that you will use is the angle from this x-axis, from this very positive direction x-axis. Remember that this axis towards your like towards your force, this time the 390, and we know that this angle here is 90, and if we get the arc tangent 12 over 5 of this angle or this slope, we'll get the angle, and this total angle, we know that's 180 minus this angle here will be the angle from the x to our force. So let's do that. The arctangent of 12 over 5 is gonna be equal to 67.38 degrees. 67.38 degrees. Therefore, the angle we will use to denote F is gonna be 180 degrees. This 180 minus this angle. So that's gonna be, what is it again? 67.38. 67.38 degrees. And this angle should be 180 minus that 68 degrees is equal to 112.62 degrees. Take note of that. 112.62 degrees. 112.62 degrees. Now our first force is gonna be look like this. 390 pounds, which is our F, times the angle from the x to the force, 112.62 degrees. Then for 100 pound times the angle, take note, well, we are adding here 390 pound plus angle 112.62 degrees plus 400 pound, and again we're gonna use the angle from this positive x direction towards our force in the counterclockwise direction. So if this is 180 degrees like that, and if we add 180 to 40 degrees, what we're gonna get? It's 220 degrees. Therefore, our angle it's gonna be using here is 220 degrees. That's gonna be 180 plus 40. Then we add to this our force again, which is 300 pounds. So you see, we're simply adding here 300 pounds times the angle. So if this whole circle right there is 360 degrees, therefore if we subtract 300, if we subtract 30 degrees from 300, then this angle should be 360 minus 30. That's gonna be equal to 330 degrees. So that's it. So let's review. From the 390 pounds, 400 pounds, 300 pounds, these are all the forces. The only difference is the angles. The angles used are 112.62 because that's the angle from the x direction, this one here, to the force. And then same from the x-axis to the angle force. Just take note that it's counterclockwise. So if we input that to our calculator, we will therefore get 390 times shift angle, this button, then 112.62 degrees, 0.62 plus 400 to 20, 400 shift angle 220 degrees plus 300 pound 330, 300 pound shift store 330 degrees. So what we'll get is this. So just change the result format to polar form, and this time we will get 200, this one 200, 2.12 as the resultant, 200, 2.12 as the resultant, and the angle of this force is equal to negative 166.52 degrees. What does this mean? Negative 166.52 degrees. 6.62 degrees. Now, if the angle is negative, that means it's the reverse, clockwise towards the resultant. So if we subtract 360 from we subtract 166 to 360, and that's the answer for this resultant and the angle or the direction. 360 minus 162, it's gonna be 198 degrees, or 198 degrees. That's from here, it will pass 180, then 198 minus 180, it's gonna be 18 degrees from here. So that's it, the shortcut trick for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have clarifications, just feel free to comment it in the comment section below. Thank you.